Okay guys, I'm going to try to go through this as best as I can and walk you through step by step how to solve each of these. Not sure how the space is going to work for me, but I will do my best. Alright, so we'll start with the first one. It asked, is 12(3) a solution for the inequality? Explain. So basically all I'm doing is taking my x and my y and plugging it in for x and y. So it's going to be 4 times 12 minus 5 times 3 should be less than 30. If I do that multiplication out, I get 48 minus 15 is less than 30, and then I get 33 is less than 30. This right here is not true. So therefore it is not a solution. All right. Same thing for the next one. We have our x. We have our y. I'm going to plug them in for the x's. And I'm going to plug them in for the y's. So for this to work, it needs to work for both of them. So we're going to do 7 times 4 minus 4 times 5 is greater than 3, and then 2 times 4 plus 6 times 5 is also less than 28. Alright, so if I do this out, I get 28 minus 20 is greater than 3, so I get 8 is greater than 3, which that works. Over here, I get 8 plus 30 is less than 28, and I get 38 is less than 28. This one, not true. Does not work. So 4, 5 is not a solution. 4, 5, again, not a solution. Alright, so that's the first two. Alright, going here to my linear programming question. I give you all the restraints, I give you the feasible region. Now you have to plug into the chart and figure out the points. So this one, I know is 0, 0. This one, I know is 2.5, 0. This one here looks like 2.5 and 2. And then this one here is in a weird spot. So this one I'm going to actually use my system of equations to try to solve. So that one is this line here and this line here. So I'm going to use this equation and this equation to solve. So I'm going to get 4x minus 5y equals 10, which is this one. And then 4x plus 5y equals 20. Since my signs are already opposite, I'm just going to combine my equations to get 8x equals 30, divide by 8, divide by 8, x is going to equal, what's that, 2 3/4, or 3 3/4. So this would be 3.75. And then y, if I plug in 3.75 into one of these, so 4 times 3.75 minus 5y equals 10. That's 12. Let me calculator. So 4 times 3.75 is 15. Minus 5y equals 10. Subtract 15. Negative 5y equals negative 5. Divide by negative 5, y equals 1, which looks correct to me. Okay, now that I have the chart filled out, I can plug in my values into my profit function. So into here, plug in these values. If I plug in 0, I'm just going to get 0. 2.5 is 4 is 5. So I plug in this into there, I get 5. So now 2.5 times 2 is 5. Minus 2 is 3. Okay. And then 2 times 3.75 is 6. And 150, so it's 750 minus 1 is 650. So to maximize my profit, I would want this one, which goes to that point. All right. Now, again, I'm going to go back at some point if I have time and make a video from one of the problems on either your Unit 1 test or Unit 1 review. There's been much confusion and much debate about this problem. I will make sure for next year that they take it off. They should have took it off this year, but do not worry about number 4. How much time I got left? I got about 7 minutes left on this session, so I don't have to worry about this one. Let me cross that off for you. Or this one. Sketch the graph of a relation that is not a function and explain why your graph is not a function. So I'm going to do a couple of different ones. That's not a function. That, not a function. And anything that goes like this, not a function. Why? Because none of them will pass the vertical line test. The table asks for the same thing, to find a relation that is not a function by table of values. So let's think about this. Let's erase this. And let's just work with the circle. And let's say the radius of the circle is 2. Okay. So if I were to fill out some points here for this graph, I would fill out, let's say, when x is 1, I have a couple different values. this one right here, which is like, I don't know, 1 point something, or negative 1.89, and then something like up here. Again, I'm just making up the 1.89. So right off the bat, this is not a function. Also, when I'm at 0, I'm at -2, and I'm at +2. So we get another example of not a function. So when something's not a function, the x values repeat. So notice that the x values cannot repeat. That will make it not a function if they do. So you could make any kind of chart. Your chart can look something like this, and just make something that goes like 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, and then again these values, anything you want. Doesn't really matter. That is not a function because this input of 2 has different values. So that is not a function. I think that's it for the first page, first 2 pages. Yep, front and back. So I'll stop this one here, post this one, and continue with some others.